Hello, I'm Thomas Finney. I'm an analyst here with Osprey Flight Solutions, and I'm here to take you through this week's update. Over the last week, a total of 2,519 incidents have been registered by the Osprey system, and the analysis team has published 42 alerts, of which 12 were critical. The 4th of September saw a concentrated series of surface-to-surface missile and drone strikes launched from Yemen by Houthi rebels against targets in Dammam in Saudi Arabia's eastern province, as well as Jizan and Najran, among others. The following day, Houthi representatives issued a statement claiming they had launched a total of 10 drones and 6 surface-to-surface missiles against Saudi Aramco sites specifically. Several new key aviation-related developments have occurred in what has been the first full week since the US completely withdrew from Afghanistan. On the 1st of September, Qatar reportedly deployed a technical team to Kabul airport, which is working to repair the runway, refurbish the terminals, and re-establish ATC coverage, although a shortage of staff remains a problem. Meanwhile, domestic commercial passenger flights have resumed from Kabul to Kandahar, Mazar-e-Sharif, and Herat, whilst the UN's World Food Programme and the World Health Organization have activated a humanitarian air bridge to and from the country. Police in Germany have this week announced the seizure of 2.3 million cannabis seeds from air cargo shipments at Cologne's Bonn International Airport on the 30th of May. Although this is not the first time the airport has been utilised as a hub to traffic cannabis-related products, this is notable for being the largest haul of its kind in Germany. The 4 50-kilogram containers, which were full of seeds, were en route from the US to Lithuania and are estimated to be enough to plant an area equivalent to 336 football pitches, with a yield of around 230 tonnes of marijuana worth around €2.3 billion. In pandemic-related news, the Canadian federal government has opened the nation's borders to fully vaccinated foreign nationals for the first time, allowing them to enter the country without observing a mandatory 10-day quarantine period. According to the Canadian Border Services Agency, the vast majority of people who have arrived since the reopening on Monday have travelled via air, providing a significant boost to the country's commercial aviation sector. Over here in Europe, 3 major airlines, Lufthansa, Air France and Finnair, have announced that they have banned passengers from wearing single-layer cloth face masks on board their flights, as they do not provide adequate protection against COVID-19 transmission. In the case of Lufthansa, the ban also applies to masks with valves, handkerchiefs and scarves, and is enforceable in-flight at airports and on-board airport transport vehicles, regardless of each passenger's vaccination status. And in other news, an Air India flight was unexpectedly prevented from taking off from Delhi Airport earlier this week after a swarm of ants was found enjoying the benefits of business class. The incident eventually led to all passengers being deboarded, which in another surreal twist happened to include the Prince of Bhutan. Rather than immediately attempting to evict the miniature stowaways, the operator opted for a replacement aircraft, and the flight did eventually take off and make it safely to London Heathrow. The incident is in fact only the latest in a series of wildlife-related mishaps that have plagued Air India after a bat was found inside an aircraft back in May. And that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in to our next video for all the latest aviation security updates.